Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Michalec from the University of Bristol, and today I'd like to present to you our new paper entitled Reconfiguring Governance: How Cybersecurity Regulations are Reconfiguring Water Governance. So the paper is written with Dr. Sveta Milyaeva and Professor Awais Rashid, both at the University of Bristol, and the project was funded by the National Cybersecurity Centre. So you might be asking, why should we care about cybersecurity in the water sector or in critical infrastructures more broadly? And this is because of the digital innovation agenda proliferating across various critical infrastructure sectors like energy, transport, health, or water. And as of a few years ago, we began to regulate cybersecurity in these industrial spaces. And the Network and Information Systems Security Directive, or NIST Directive for short, is a prime example of this. It is a new EU and UK law responding to this increase in interconnection of industrial computing. In the paper, we're asking how sectoral goals, so things like water availability, affordability, sustainability, continuity of supply, or public participation, how do these goals compare against the novel cybersecurity goals? So how is the water sector itself changing as a result of digital water agenda? So our paper and the analysis uses the concept from science and technology studies called boundary objects. And in the paper, we trace how different experts collaborate on the directive. So we have regulators, water engineers, IT security experts, and many other practitioners with competing priorities. We're trying to see how they manage to work around this expertise asymmetry between technical experts and non-technical experts. And in the paper, we can find lots of juicy empirics about various informal and formal working groups and regulators' relationships to water suppliers and mechanics of collaboration. Lots of really great collaborative stuff. So throughout the paper, we show various ways how water practitioners translate typical IT security concerns to the context of industrial computing, and how they account for water safety and availability and continuity of supply. And this is something that most people, including us social scientists, don't typically get. Just because engineering and IT or computing are quantitative, it doesn't mean that the experts in these disciplines are always aligned and they think the same. Actually, training, priorities, and cultures differ across industrial computing and typical office computing, let's say. Okay, but you might be asking, what about other water governance goals? So we show here that the goals of sustainability, affordability, and public participation are not yet realized. So we need to reflect whom and what we are securing. Are we securing water, residents, state interests, or business models? So as cybersecurity regulations are intertwined with the future of digitalization, we risk that they will leave the adoption of emerging digital technologies unquestioned just because they deem secure. So we recommend that each digital innovation introduced in critical infrastructures ought to explicitly work toward the public goals of water governance rather than solely business goals. So thank you very much for your attention, and I really encourage you to go on the Regulations and Governance website and download the paper for free now. Bye bye!